Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike. It is Thursday, the 27th of August. This is our daily recap. So let's talk about today. Today was kind of an interesting day in the markets, and there was a lot to do, but it's very frothy up here, and we'll go into that. So we had this, we were pretty flat coming into the open as we had GDP and uh, what else? Jobless claims, and then Powell spoke, and you can see the market reacted and pushed up on Powell, pulled on the open, and we chopped around, but we did put a new all-time high and just missed 350 on the SPY here today, and we're almost back to it. And this is the frothy I'm talking about. We got a lot of whip back and forth. You got this big, decent volume sell-off at lunchtime today, and now we bought most of it back. You look on the Qs, very similar action. Put in a new all-time high in here at 393. And overall, the SPY here up just almost, to the 350 number. As we pointed out, as Chris has pointed out too, we have been riding the 8-day on the SPY now for a long time. We keep talking about this, but we have not closed below it since the 29th of July. Big move here on that, right? Big move here on that. Something definitely to keep our eyes on. Now, is it getting extended? Is it getting hot? RSI's gone hot, but it's not getting overly hot yet, but it's definitely getting frothier up here, and that's something we need to watch. What makes it also going on here is the VIX. The VIX is acting strange. Not saying that we're going to sell off. It's saying to pay attention. You got this big spike today, couple-day spike in the VIX. It broke above this downtrend last week. It's been holding it. And look, it went all the way through the 50 days today before cooling back off here late. And it's just very strange action. Usually when the market's up, the VIX is down and vice versa. So, just pay attention to what's going on here, just in case, maybe some fun and games. I do think any dips are viable. And again, showing you how strong this market is, look at this V bounce off this sell-off, this wicked sell-off and this bounce. So what was there to do today? There was plenty. Today, pre-market, we talked about Boeing. Why was Boeing set up this morning? Boeing was set because when the market was red this morning, Boeing was already green. I had a nice trade on Boeing this morning. Boeing was a focus. You got this big move on Boeing from 174 to 181. And we also talked about the airlines. Delta was the one I pointed out, very strong here. Nice move there, but all of them went. And really, everything ran on the reopening play based upon the Abbott new test. We'll come to that. Disney gave a nice pop, went into that gap, but didn't have a lot of power today. And the banks woke up also today. JP Morgan closing here at highs, Bank of America as well. And you look at this here on a daily chart, you can see they took back this 2-day sell-off here, which is nice. Goldman Sachs also very strong. The reason a lot of this went today was because of Abbott. Abbott, big move here up on approval for their 5-minute COVID test, which will also transmit to your phone an app on there, and it'll tell so you can show everybody I'm clean, I'm not. It'll show the time and everything on there, and it's going to be $5. So you're going to be able to go into the idea here is you're going to be able to go into the store like a Walmart or a CVS and buy it, and it's accurate enough they like it. So you got a big move on Abbott here. The other news came out was kind of funky. Made some very nice money on this candle here. Back here, the news came out that the administration was announced they're going to purchase $750 million worth of tests. And then CNBC picked up on it here an hour later, and you got a pop. Real nice trade on Abbott. Really, great one right there, in and out. I think this news is baked in at this point. What else did we have today? We had a tremendous amount of fun and games in Microsoft and Walmart and Oracle, and this is all over TikTok. So if you're watching, you see Microsoft here, new all-time high, 231, huge move. And it really started in here with Fox Business News saying Microsoft is going to close the deal within 48 hours. They've won the deal for $20 to $30 billion. You got this huge pop. I traded it on that twice, made some nice money on there, came back in, went to a new high. And then in here, the first thing that happened in here, we got a sell-off somewhere in here. No, right in here. This sell-off was, nope, competing report that Oracle has won the deal. Oracle's in it. You got a pop on Oracle. Some guys traded that, made money. And then the news comes out that Walmart's involved. Now, here's the thing about Walmart. They were buying calls all morning long. The September 4th 133s, 134s. Look at this pop. I traded Walmart 3 times. The first time I got stopped out flat. The next 2 times I made some nice little money on it. Not as much as I should have. Didn't trade my best today, tired, but nice pop on Walmart, new all-time high. Now we'll see what happens. So it sounds like Walmart and Microsoft are working together on this, and you can see how the flow went out. The other thing that was in play today was this FSLY. FSLY, you had this big move on the open. You had the weekly 100 calls. They were hitting those, and you can see it went into this gap and yanked out. But overall, trying to get up, and that gap has room to fill to 108. So keep an eye on that. That one could move as well. Lastly, I did make a nice quick trade on DraftKings. We were waiting and watching DraftKings, waiting for news on whether the NBA was going to keep or cancel their season. There was a nice trade to be had. I think I caught it back here. I had missed the initial pop, caught it here. Then it came all the way back down. Oh, that's not DraftKings. I'm like, what am I looking at? Somebody help me. Here it is. The pop, then it came back in, then it popped up one more time. Caught it during lunch and it's going sideways. DraftKings needs to clear 40. What am I doing? There we go. I told you guys I'm tired today. DraftKings needs to clear 40 and hold it at volume. You can see these 3 candles up in this area today. It's got to get above here. It's got to clear this area with volume now to move. Overall, though, it's setting up nicely as we get ready to move into, NFL starting to come on board in 15 days or 17 days or something like that. I think 2 weeks from today, we get our first NFL game. So bottom line, it's been a good week. Some names I'll be watching tomorrow. I want to see if Microsoft gets some continuation. Roku, after a nice day yesterday, an inside day today, but held in well. That one may be ready to move. And, keep watching Apple because, Apple, while not trading well the last couple of days, is holding in. Tomorrow's the last day to trade it before it goes. The split, same thing with Tesla. So these things may have one more trade left in them. We'll keep an eye on them tomorrow. Everybody have a great evening. I'll catch you all bright and early in the AM. We have our webinar coming up at the close.